Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel. So you guys, I'm looking a hot mess in today's video yet again with my wild old hair. I need to start taming it. If you guys know, go on ahead and link somebody down that has long hair. You guys, I have super long, well, it's not super long, but I have long hair, so I have to like try and figure out like how I can style it without applying so much heat to it. But I might apply heat to it today, I'm not quite sure yet, but I have a super fun video ahead. So today, you guys, I'm going to be reviewing the Cargo Cosmetics Namaste in India eyeshadow palette. This palette probably released a while back. I'm going to go on ahead and link it down below, pricing, everything. I'm not quite sure about all of the stuff that has to do with this palette right off the top of my head, but I will link everything down below. So I'm going to go on ahead and review this eyeshadow palette, and also I decided to present you guys with an eye look rather than just a basic review like how I always do, just like swatching, because I feel like if it's hard to determine if an eyeshadow palette is good just based off of the swatches. The shadow, honestly, I'm going to give you guys an overall review right now. The shades were buttery, great, but go on ahead and stay tuned and figure out how I got this look. So keep on watching. I wanted to go on ahead and show you guys the swatches of this palette super quick. So I am going to be filming a makeup look on the palette, but I do want you guys to see all the swatches. You guys are also going to be winning this palette in a giveaway that I have going on right now. So if you guys are new, please go on ahead and enter that giveaway. But yes, so again, this is the inside of the palette. Here are the colors. This gold does not help with showing you guys the shades. So there are the colors, and I'm going to go on ahead and swatch. Okay, so first color in the palette is Delhi. This is a nice base matte shade. I'm going to go on ahead and swatch that one. So it's a very light shade. Nice and matte, just to help you build up I guess a base. Okay, so next shade here will be Lotus. Ooh. Wow, you guys, that's a pretty shimmery shade. I kind of swatched a little bit weird because I do have, my finger was a little bit still wet from the wipey, but that's still a super cute shade. Next shade in this palette is going to be Monsoon. This again here is another matte base type shade, I guess, that you can use. Ooh. My hands need to not be wet. Here is Monsoon. Next shade here in the palette is going to be, let me dry my arm, is going to be called Spice. Ooh, now that is a gorgeous shade. Next shade is going to be called Taj Mahal. And please correct me if I am butchering. So these are very light base shades. You can barely even see them on my skin, really. I'm going to go on ahead and double swatch just so you guys can see them a little bit better. But like I said, you guys can barely see them on my skin because I am brown. So these shades sometimes just don't show up. The next shade that I'm going to go on ahead and swatch is called Tea. That sounds super cute. So there is a swatching of Tea. That was actually a pretty good matte swatching. Next shade in the palette is called Chaka. So there is that one. So it did fall a little bit short more over here, but I'm sure that you can blend it and make it work. Next shade in the palette is called Darjeeling. And that one right there is also an extremely dark matte shade. Gorgeous shade. I'm so excited to use that shade today. Next shade in the palette is called Diwali. Ooh. Check out Diwali. That is a gorgeous gold. True gold shade. I love it. This next shade right here is called Henna. So that one did have a teensy bit of fallout, but oh my gosh, super pigmented. This is a super gorgeous shade. I would love to use this shade today, but I think I'm actually going to use the darker shades to give you guys a different kind of look. but this shade right here is called Bollywood. Gorgeous. With this concluding the palette of swatches, this shade is Sari. That's super cute. A little tiny bit blotchy, not too crazy blotchy, but hey guys, what is up? Okay, so now I'm gonna go on ahead and dig into the eye look. So I have my brows and my concealer set. I've been getting like allergies with all these new little flowers starting to sprout. Again, you guys, here is the palette. I'm going to be using the Cargo Namaste in India eyeshadow palette. Okay, you guys, so first off, I'm going to go on ahead and dig into that first shade that I had actually swatched on my arm. I was so in shock because it was not pulling up too much on my arm, but once I was able to get it on my eyelids and actually pack that shade on there, it really did work out as a good base. Next, I want to let you guys know that those are the two shades that I was going to be using, but I'm going to be using this shade right here as a nice little soft transition shade. It kind of added into like the base, like it looked similar to the base, so I was like, okay, whatever, this would work perfect. Anyways, it's just a nice little shade just to kind of help tie things together in a way. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think about this shade right here. Next shade that I'm going to go on ahead and pick up is this lighter blue shade over here. It almost looks like a teal green. It's really weird, but at the same time it looks blue. So what I really loved about these shades, you guys, is that they were able to just kind of pick up lightly, and I was able to kind of control the shade a little bit more. I know it is harder with darker shades to you know, blend them after a while. So what I like about these shades is that I was able to apply the shade, build them up, and yet still be able to blend them and kind of make a smooth look. So I really did like this shade because it was just blending very excellent. And I did go on ahead and pick up a clean brush just to kind of do some extra blending, and then I would go back in and deepen out the shade a little bit more. So you can kind of work with it, see like, you know, up to what intensity you guys would like it, etc. So there I go again, just reblending out the top of that shade. I don't like it whenever it looks too harsh, so I'm a big blender. So blend, 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 blend. Next, I'm going to go on ahead and pick up this shade right here, and I'm going to go on ahead and add that into my deep crease area just to kind of deepen out the eye look, give it that bold intensity that makes it stand out a little bit more. And yes, you guys, I was really actually like impressed with the shades. Like I noticed that like some of the shades did have their falling out, but at the end of the day, I was still able to get boldness, and so that was really cool. So what I'm trying to do now is just blend it out and blend it and blend it and blend it, because it is so hard to use these shades. You have to be blending. Next, I'm going to go on ahead and dig into my concealer. I decided to just kind of cut my whole crease just because I noticed that with shades like these, it is a little bit harder to give it like a clean look. So the only way to clean it up is to cut it. So I had to cut the crease, and so that's what I'm doing. I'm going to go on ahead and just apply some concealer and then go on ahead and fill it in, so that way I can pack on the other shade. And I like to just use little dabbing motions, and it also helps to kind of push in the concealer, so it also kind of sets in a way. Really weird, but it works pretty well for me. And I use the same brush that I used to actually line out my brows. So this just shows how one brush can be used for many different things. So multi-purpose brush. Next, I went on ahead and picked up that gold shade, and I'm actually using the brush that did come in the palette to pack on the shade a lot better. I did try using a different brush, and the shade was just not showing up, and I was in shock. But then whenever I picked up this brush, I was in literal shock because it literally packed on the shade excellent from what you guys can see. So now what I'm doing is I'm picking up that dark blue shade again, and I'm just kind of relining it around the crease just to give it a little bit more intensity, like to where I want it to be. So it was very, very, very nice. And after this, I'm going to go on ahead and get everything else on my face and finish off the look. So this is the final look that I came up with. I don't know if I like this lip combo with this shadow. I've never worn something like this bold, but I'm going to have to kind of get used to it a little bit. I'm not dressed up. I'm not wearing any type of jewelry, nothing like that, so please excuse my hair that's a hot mess yet again and everything else. But what do you guys think about this look? I'm gonna go on ahead and zoom in so you guys can get a closer look at the eye look. Now, I didn't do anything else other than kind of just blend it a little bit in the top, and then I added a little bit of that shade on the bottom, and then I added liner, lashes, and the whole rest of the works. What do you guys think? Now again, you guys, this was the Cargo Cosmetics. This is the Namaste in India eyeshadow palette. So let me know what you guys thought about this eyeshadow palette. Again, I am giving it away, so go on ahead and look down below. I'm gonna link the video where you guys can enter that giveaway. Thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial. Excuse my wild hair, and let me know what you guys all think. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.